Hi folks, today is May the 22nd. I'm going to try and do a bit of Fortune 500 trading today. Hopefully I'll be able to trade until at least 11:30, 12 o'clock. So that'll give us a good 2 hours, maybe a little more. As you can see here, I'm on the ES 1000 tick chart. And we can go ahead and add the indicators now. And we also need to add a MACD. Click apply. Alright, and we are set up. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to be looking for here is a cross up of the MACD. Second thing is going to be the footprint turning up and turning green. And the last thing is going to be the price action here turning green. And I need it to be at least, I'd say about 4 or 5 ticks away from the footprint. Meaning it would need to be up here somewhere. Let me switch this up real quick. Alright. So with that being said, it looks like we had a trade right here this morning. Unfortunately, I was not around. You can see here, the MACD switched over right here. The footprint turned red. And obviously it started angling down here. And the last thing we were looking for is price action to turn red. And that happened here. So we would have been able to place our take profit around this area. And as you can see here, we could have rolled that down nicely. Or either our take profit would have been hit, or we would have trailed it down. Alright, and it looks like we're setting up nicely here. I'm just waiting for the MACD to cross, because I believe we are already turning up on the footprint. Yep, so we're looking good. Now I'm just waiting for a green price action bar and for the MACD to cross. I've seen several different methods that people are using to trade this. One individual, he's using this on the 60-minute chart. Another individual, like myself, uses it on the 1000 tick chart. And likewise, somebody else uses it on the 15-minute chart. So it's pretty open to how you choose to use it. I personally have found the best results scalping with it. And you can also use it besides the ES with the Dow and also the NASDAQ. And again, I just chose the ES because of the results that I saw with it. Alright, looks like the MACD is ready to cross here. There it is.
Order pending.
So we have a buy order in now. And we have this likely turning point, which might give us some resistance, but hopefully we should be able to take a profit before we hit that level. Okay, so now we're just waiting to get filled. We had this beautiful downward move here, which we can see on the MACD, and so we are expecting the market to give us a nice up move next. Alright, I'm not going to let this continue to run. I'm going to press pause and come back once we get filled. Alright folks, we just got filled into our first trade of the day. As you can see here, our take profits are all below this likely turning point area, so that is a wonderful thing. And we're going to see what happens here next.
Target filled.
So that's our first target hit. Now we're looking to see if our second one's going to get hit. And again, like I said, some people scalp, some people trail it up based on the footprint here, which is also a good method. I've just chosen the scalping method because I prefer it personally. Alright, while this decides what it's going to do, it'll either go up or come down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and press pause and come back to you once something happens. I'm actually going to go ahead and make this a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio here. Alright, so I'll be back shortly. Alright, I wanted to come back here real quick. We're around break even. The first sign I'm going to look for to tell me if I should get out of this trade is the footprint either turning red or pointing down. That's really the first thing I'm looking for to see if I should exit this trade or not. And if that doesn't happen, I just wait. As you guys can see here, we came within 1 tick of hitting the take profit, and the market decided to go sideways here, so it will either go up or it'll go down. Alright, so we had our red arrow pop up here, which obviously is not a good sign. It means that there's more than likely a change in direction coming. So what I'm going to do, yeah, we'll go right there. And hopefully that'll go ahead and pop through. This doesn't necessarily mean
Target filled.
that the market is going to turn over. It's just an indication. Usually you'll want to wait and get your second signal. For example, you could have waited for the MACD to cross over, or you could have waited for, like I said, this footprint to cross over, to start pointing down or turning red. But I like to play on the cautious side, so I went ahead and decided not to risk it and got out with a profit. Alright, so the next trade we're going to be looking for is a short trade. And again, what we're looking for is the MACD to cross, the footprint to turn red and be pointing down, and for the price action to turn red and be at least 4 ticks below the footprint. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to pause the video and I will be right back with you guys. Alright, we have another trade setting up here. MACD is about to cross any moment now. We've had a nice up movement here, and we're expecting a downwards movement come up next, or to come up next. Alright, looks like the MACD has kind of crossed. I'm not sure if I'll count that really. I'm gonna wait and see for it to actually show up a bit better here. But as you guys can see here, the footprint is now pointing down. We have a red bar, and I'm actually going to wait for this red bar to finish, because I want to make sure it actually closes red. And once it does, that'll be my cue that I can go ahead and jump in this trade. And if not, I have no problem whatsoever sitting it out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here, and I'll be back if this turns red, and we'll see what happens. Alright folks, just wanted to give you a quick update on this trade. It looks like it fizzled out, so we're going to wait for the next setup, and I'll be back for that one. Okay, it looks like we have a cross of the MACD here. And as you guys can see here, we do have a couple arrows. Footprint is up, and obviously the price action is green. So this is a trade we can definitely look at taking.
Order pending.
So I'm going to place that there, and we will see if we get filled. And it should be 1 tick. The market has to go down. Yes. Might just go ahead and scoot that up here. Only thing that really bothers me about this is the market's been moving pretty slow here lately. Hopefully we'll go ahead and get filled. Just waiting on this to go through it. Alright, I don't want this video to run too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause it and come back once we get entered into the trade. Alright, I'm back folks. I didn't get the best fill that I could have, but I am in the trade here. Could have got filled around here, or if not lower, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna have to wait now and see what happens. Pretty sure the market is going to continue pushing up here. Alright, we're at the level of our first take profit. Market just has to push through it. And while that's waiting to do just that, I'm going to go ahead and pause it and come back once we get through that first level.
Target filled.
Actually, there it is. Alright, so now we're waiting on our second take profit to get hit here. And I'll be back once we get close to that. Alright, we're very close now to getting taken out on our second take profit. Market has to push up one tick. And it actually touched it. We just needed it to go through. That's why I went ahead and started the video back. Alright, so it looks like it's going to tow with me a little bit. So I'm going to press pause and I'll be back once it actually goes through it. And of course, as you guys can see, I've moved my not take profit, but my stop up. So now we're in a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio situation. And I'll be back with you guys shortly. Alright folks, our second target just got filled. The market shot straight up through it. And as you guys can see here, if I was trailing this stop, I'd be following the footprint right along this area here, and it would be now at this level 1892. But I've decided to use my scalping method, and with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll be back with you guys on the next setup that we get. And let me see what time it is here. Alright, the time is now 11:33. I'm going to try and see if I can catch one more trade set up here, and I'll be back shortly. Okay folks, it's now around 1 p.m. and we haven't had any more trade setups. I usually don't like trading around lunchtime, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. We had 3 good setups today and I was able to catch 2. The one that I missed happened to be right around here in this area. Overall, today was a very slow day. Like I said, we only had a couple trades, but of course there will be other days where you get lots of trades and you make $300 or $400 or more. Today the market kind of just crawled along, so it is what it is. Either way, I got to show you guys how the indicator works, how and why I get out of trades to minimize a loss, and also I'm going to show you now what I use with the Fortune 500 indicator to maximize its potential. So let me bring this up for you guys real quick. Okay, and this is the Ichimoku cloud. As you guys can see here, it's actually it also has the Fortune 500 indicators on there. I just choose to trade on this one because it's a lot less messy. Alright, so this is a cloud here. Basically what this does is it's a extraordinarily good teller of support and resistance levels. The market basically likes to slam into the cloud and then shoot back out of it. So as you guys can see here, when I took this trade, the market came, slammed into the cloud, and shot right back out. And again here, slammed into the cloud, shot out, and it's done this multiple times. And from my testing, the market, it just loves doing this. This is a very strong indicator. If you guys aren't familiar with it, I'm actually going to look at giving it to you guys for free. And let me see here. There are several of them floating around online, and as you can see here, it costs $95, or I don't recommend you guys obviously pay money because I'm going to give it to you for free, but that's one option you have. Or you can go online and find something. But the thing about the ones you guys are going to find online, for example here, I downloaded one, and as you guys can see, the market doesn't actually interact well with it. It might as well not even be there. It's basically useless. And this is the same period right here as right here, and as you can see, the one I'm going to give you works extremely well at predicting these bounce points. But again, this one does absolutely nothing to show you guys anything of use. Okay, let me get this out of the way here. Alright, I'm also going to give you guys some training. I believe this is actually the training that I used when I first learned about the Ichimoku cloud. It's between an hour and 2 hours. It's gonna tell you everything you need to know about it, how to use all of the different lines in the cloud itself, and also the lagging line right here. Actually, the strongest indicator the cloud can give us is when the lagging line crosses the cloud. That's telling us that the market is about to do a direction change. So that's something to know about. Exactly right here, you guys can see it was right here in this area, and then it bounced off the cloud a couple of times. But as you can see here, the market did continue moving up after it broke the cloud, and it basically changed directions completely. And if the market, or if the lagging line does come down here and cross the cloud, I expect a nice long short move as well. But with that being said, I will give you guys that information free, just basically to give you guys the best chance of getting started with it, because it worked extremely well for me, and I honestly can't see trading it without the Ichimoku cloud. Basically, they kind of fit together perfectly. Okay, I guess you can put it like that. Let me see what else I wanted to say here. Okay, I went ahead and set this up real quick. I figured it would be easier to explain things this way. The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was this $50 off right here. I spoke to Aldo, and he's agreed that anyone who signs up through Empire Ambition will get $50 off their first month's payment. Besides that, like I said earlier, I'm also going to give you guys the Ichimoku cloud indicator and also a couple hours worth of training, which happens to be the same training I used personally when I got started studying the Ichimoku cloud, and it's helped me out a lot, so I'm sure you guys will find value in it. So with that being said, you guys can go ahead and click the link below to get more information on the Fortune 500 indicator. I believe they have a 7-day trial for $1 right now, so you might want to go ahead and jump on that if you're interested. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to go to the EmpireAmbition.com website, which is right here. Click on the Contact Us link at the top of the page and just shoot me any questions you have, and I'll definitely get back to you guys as soon as possible. Alright, I'll see you on the next video. Take care.